Hi ladies, this is Megan Wendland and today I will be showing you a full face tutorial with my one palette, and I already have my mascara and liner done, which aren't Seint, but those are already on. And then I'm going to show you just with these two brushes and this one palette. It's got a top with my foundation and blush and lip. And then on the bottom, it's got some eye colors and bronzer and illuminator. So I just thought I'd get on here and try to do a live. Kids are watching some TV, hopefully having some quiet time here. So thought I'd go through some stuff that I've been getting questions about. So this is the blush and bronzer brush. This is my favorite brush, and it's the one I've probably recommended to 99% of you. Because it is so good at blending, and I think that's the part of the magic of this makeup is how well these creams blend together. And then this is the eyeshadow brush, and it's got the fluffy end over here, and then the smaller brush that fits really good underneath the eye. But this basically, you know, I can do my whole eye with and blend, and then if I want to smudge underneath, I use this. So very easy. I'll show you these brushes, and then I just have a few more that I won't use today, but just thought I'd go through a couple of these. This isn't the other eyeshadow brush that I have. I've got some more on order, but this one, oh, I'll have to look up what it is. I can't think right now, but it's got a lot stiffer end, so if you want a lot of, to get a lot more product pushed on, it's more like a push extra product on. And then this end, I actually have been using for, it's a really small end. I've been using this for if I line my lips or when I've been doing my eyebrows. I don't have the line brush yet, which I have coming, but I use this small end to do my eyebrows. And then also we do have, this is my second favorite brush. So if you're gonna get two, I would either recommend the blush and bronzer brush that I showed you earlier, and the detail hack. I'm sorry, it used to be called the detail hack. It's now the detail brush. This is really good for doing the contour. And also this smaller end is really good for fitting in the eye area too, because this one is a little big. So if you get two, I would either get these two, or a lot of people are wondering about a little bit fuller coverage. And this is called the buff brush. So if you want fuller coverage and want to get two, I would recommend the buff brush and the detail. The buff brush is a little bit more densely packed bristles, and before I did Seint, I was kind of I don't want to say a brush snob, but I had a lot of brushes, and my favorites were the flat, I think they're called kabuki brushes, and this reminds me of those. And I do like this one if you want a fuller coverage. This fits really nicely under the eyes, and also it does a really nice job of doing contour, especially just kind of pressing it in. It helps blend as you go. So it is a really nice brush also. Okay, then I was gonna talk about the Stay Spray. I don't know if I've talked about this at all, I don't think so. But I do recommend this spray. This can be used as a primer before you do your makeup, and it's called setting spray now. It used to be called Stay, so sorry. But yes, a setting spray at the end as well. And if you do like a more matte finish, you can also do a powder. You can either do our Vanilla Dust setting powder, or a lot of people recommend, especially if you're oily people. I'm not oily, so that our powder works good for me. Some people do recommend Coty Airspun, and you can just get it at Walmart if you're an oilier, and it's a light translucent powder. If you have a translucent powder at home, you can use that too. Before I got our powder, you know, I have been using my Arbonne translucent powder. So so this spray, it comes out pretty aggressive. So if you have our Perfector, you can, I don't really like spraying it on my face because it comes out really hard. And I feel like it just kind of spots a little bit more than I want it, just evenly. You can spray it on your brush, just a couple sprays. And then for priming, I just do this. It actually feels pretty good. So I just do like a light layer. You don't need to spray any more than those 2 sprays. And then it helps get everywhere. And like I said, it feels kind of nice. Okay, so did that. Gonna let it dry. I should have done that first. But like I said, you can do that with our perfector, or if you have a sponge like this, you could use that. So I already did get this wet. I should do a tutorial on proper use of the sponge because I've never had one of these before. So I really didn't know how to use it properly. You need to get it wet under the sink and it actually gets bigger, and then you dry it out. And I've had it sitting, I've dried it with a towel many times, and I've had it sitting, and I have a little case like this for storage and travel. So I just let it sit in there, and it's got holes so it can breathe. So it's been drying for a while. Another way, if you have a brush, this is an old brush of mine, this was one of my favorite brushes for foundation. I think flat kabuki is what it's called. So you can also spray onto a brush like this that you already have, and then just do the same thing. So that works pretty good too. All right, so I was gonna show you a face with, this is the 8 palette. So this is one of the new ones. Well, it's got the mascara brand, but the new ones, I guess the only difference is they do have a little tab right here kind of to help grab. So if you have tough time with your fingers, you might want to buy one of the new compacts as opposed to the ones that are on clearance, because the clearance ones do not have this little hook. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about. There's just like a little tiny grab here. So, all right, so this top has my contour and my 2 colors of foundation, or highlight as we call it, and then this is nude, my favorite lip and cheek. And then on the bottom, like I said, I have 4 eyeshadows, my rose gold illuminator, and Bella bronzer. So I will go through and get started. So this is one of those tiny little ones that I've been talking about that are on clearance right now. I don't think they're gonna bring them back at all. So if you think you might want one of these small ones to stick in your purse or diaper bag or whatever, they fit 2. So I just have my lip conditioner in there right now, or you could put, illuminator or lip and cheek to touch up during the day. So they're really nice. They have the mirror. They're just tiny, like I said. And actually, like Mila, my daughter, 2-year-old, loves to have the lip conditioner. So I just have mine in here. So this is what she gets into instead of my big palettes, because you know how that goes, can get messy. So I do like to put this on before I start, kind of let that sit on my lips before I get going. So do that. Sorry, I'm being kind of chatty. This is the first time I've had the kids being quiet. So let's cross our fingers and hope they're not gonna come in. Okay, I am going to start with my lightest. That I've kind of like starting with my lightest because I know exactly where that goes. It's not very much, so I just keep moving light to dark, I guess. So just dip my finger tiny bit. I'm gonna do inner corner, outer corner, inner corner, outer corner. And I do kind of like right here, I like dipping this, highlight this lightest color in the most instead of right up by the eye, because if you put a lot of product on the under your eyes, it's going to be more likely to crease and wrinkle. So I'm concentrating my product, I guess, more where I have those bags. So, and then I have kind of dark by my nose, so I like that. Then we do right above the lip, right below the lip. I think I got a little too much there. And then right in the middle and down the nose. Okay. I might just add a little tiny bit more across, connecting the dots. So, okay, next will be my darker color. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna go back. I'm using a different finger. I'm really light on my neck. So I don't know if you guys can tell. I know I look a little funny here, but my neck is always naturally a lot lighter than my face. And I think a lot of people have that problem. So A nice thing about this makeup is no matter how tan you are, how light you are, you can adjust your colors so that it looks natural, or you can always use Bella. Bella is your best friend if you have a light neck. So I will get to that at the end, but I also, another trick I have if you have a light neck like me, is you dip in your lightest color. So, you know, what I just did here, and then I'm gonna mix it in along my jawline too. So that this will be a little bit lighter, so it'll kind of look more natural. Okay, and then I'd already dipped in my darker. Now I'm gonna move on to my darker color here. And I'm just gonna kind of put it where I won't put contour. So here, here. And again, guys, I'm not using a lot of product, okay? We don't wanna use a lot of product. And I'll just kind of mix it in with that lighter color over here. And then I probably only need a dot here. Hopefully that was okay. Then I will do my contour next. I'm gonna kind of wipe those off. Doesn't really matter, but okay. Contour is a little bit stickier. It's meant to be that way so that it will stay in place a little better, because we don't want it to move a whole lot. But again, it has coverage just like the highlights. My biggest problem with contour is I tend to almost over blend it, so blend it away. So anyway, contour, easiest way, if you have a brush, I'll set that down. If you think of from the top of your ear down to the corner of your mouth, okay? So that's kind of our line, and you can feel, I like doing it with my finger because you can feel your bone right here, right? So we'll just kind of go hug that bone, and I think it's better to err on the side of higher than lower. So see that? I know I'm not blended, but it kind of gives you the, you know, slender look. We're going for lifted cheekbones. So, all right, other side. And again, top of the ear, corner of the ear, down along here. Kind of in between where I got all those dots. Dots and stripes. Okay, so the light brings stuff forward, the dark kind of pushes stuff back. So if you have a really large forehead, if you want to put more contour, it'll try to bring that back, so it makes it look less. Okay, so I don't have a very big forehead, so I've seen a trick where if you think about the corner of your eyebrows, make a triangle, and that's where you should put your contour. So see how my triangle reaches almost to my forehead or to my hairline? So I'm not gonna do a whole lot right here. I concentrate mostly like this way. Okay. And again, don't have to be too crazy. I like to put a little there so it kind of looks like it's normal. Okay, and then down along the jawline, again, contour kind of tries to hide stuff or push stuff back. So if you have a really defined jaw, you don't really need to do this, but if you want to make it look a little bit more chiseled, you can. So you would just go along that line and then forward, okay? And if you wanted to, like, if you think you have a really long chin, you could put a little bit more contour on the front. Okay, and then I also like to bring some down because, again, my neck is light. Okay, and then this side. And try not to put it on the side of your face. I always try to put it kind of underneath so that we don't have a glaring line on the side. We're doing it on the bottom, underneath. Okay, and then I like to go down. Just always try to remember to blend. Okay, then last thing here would be lip and cheek, and this is nude. And I'm just gonna put it right above my contour line. It's like paint by numbers, guys. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put what's left on my lips, but I'll go back to my lips in a little bit. Okay, blush and bronzer brush. I am gonna use the smaller end to kind of blend everything out. Okay, and this is just this is the magic. Okay. Okay, so blend. And it really doesn't matter if you blend what you blend first. It's just a matter of preference, I guess. So this does, like I said, I love this brush because it does a really nice job blending, especially for beginners. So I'm kind of just going along the, see, just look at that. What was that? 15 seconds, and it looks not perfect, but we're getting there, right? Okay. And then I like to stipple instead of swipe, because with the creams, if you're swiping really hard, it can move stuff around. So if you stipple, I just kind of pounce back and forth. Especially if you have a color corrector, say you have a lot of redness, or, you know, when you use Aspen, or you have dark circles that you're using mango under your eyes, you don't want to scoot that and move that stuff away. You want to just have light layers of product and keep the color corrector only where needed, because with this product, less is more. Okay, so just gonna do the other side here. And don't forget to blend down here. Okay. I also do a little bit sweeping, but not much. Some. Okay. Okay. All right. I am gonna do some bronzer. This is this dark one right down here. Okay, I'm gonna do some bronzer. So I'm just gonna use the small end again. You can use this, well, let's use the big end so I can just show you. Again, not a lot of product. I'm just kind of squeezing it in so it fits better, but just kind of bounce it, and then very light, because this can get a little crazy if you get too much. So wherever the sun would naturally kiss, you just kind of very lightly. This one I do like to kind of swirl with the big end, so I might get just a little bit more. On the tip of your nose, your chin, and then I like to get a little bit more for my neck. Try to get my hair out of the way. Okay, so there you have it. And it would go a lot faster if I wasn't talking the whole time. But then I will just finish with a quick little lip. Okay, and that was nude. And then if you only want to get 4 colors, you don't want to get this bottom half, we have the 4 compact. And you could even do your eyes with the lip and cheek. So this nude lip and cheek or Frenchie would be a good one, and maybe plum. You can actually just do a quick little swipe. I love this color. I mean, look at that. This is great for travel. So that is another thing that I absolutely love about this stuff, is just the minimalist aspect and the simplicity and the versatility. So I can literally, if we want to go on a weekend, I could feel comfortable taking this and this and this, and that's it. Okay, even if this was just a 4, I could take this and be happy and be able to look like this minus the bronzer, you know, or just take this and then have a whole second set of eye options. It's great. So for traveling and just even a weekend trip where you don't want to pack a lot, this is awesome. So thank you for joining me. I am so excited that you guys want to learn about Seint. I just fell in love and I'm so excited to share it with you. So thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any questions, if you have any ideas for tutorials, something you want to see, just shoot me a message and I will try to get to it. Okay, thank you guys.